I'm a big fan of Twitter. I love reading all your questions and comments, so I'm going to read a few of them now in tweets. Don't fail me now. Remember, these are all real tweets. Our first tweet, I love Rye Butler, writes, I am Jamie Foxx plus George Lopez equals me almost dying of laughter. Okay, it sounds like you've been studying your show business equations. Let me show you some of my favorites. Charlie Sheen plus free time equals porn family. American Idol plus Steven Tyler equals underage pregnancy. Mom, there's an old lady in my room. Dr. Phil minus Oprah. This is a tough one. Dr. Phil minus Oprah equals assistant manager deli department. How's that working out for you? Here's our next tweet. Sweet41184 writes, Mira, just wanted to say you look a little like the dog whisperer Cesar Millan. Just saying. With the facial hair. The similarities don't stop there. Check this out from earlier in the show. So you can see, we both know how to give commands. Here's our next tweet. Chief Geo Fry writes, what do you think of this? Twitter raises their limits on characters per tweet. 140 is enough to get my message to the P. Looks like he hit the limit. Here's the rest of the tweet. People in the back row, hey, you're about to get attacked by a bear. What the hell is he talking about? All right, it wasn't the kind of bear I expected, but it was grizzly still. Here's our last tweet. Scylla94 writes, I dare you to run around the studio wearing a woman's dress with heels. Wow, Scylla, you clearly have some psychological problems, so let's bring out my psychologist, the only Freudian a cappella group working today, the Freudtones, with their newest member, New York Times bestselling author and former WWE champion, Chris Jericho.
If you want to see George as a woman, of this you'll surely be accused. You're all messed up and you are sick in the head, and you are sexually confused.
Chris, what are you doing with the Freudtones, bro?
Well, it's been a lifelong dream of mine, George, to dispense psychological advice in 5-part harmony. So I called the guys, and when they ignored me, I just stalked them until they let me join the group.
That was nice of you guys.
George, you really need to help us. This guy should be in a funny farm. When we told him we didn't want him in the group, he flipped out and broke our tenor's arm. He's f***ing nuts.
That's what happens when you sing off key. Now, do you want me to break your other arm?
No!
That was off key again!
Freud toes, everybody. Follow me on Twitter @GeorgeLopez.